Africa's reigning champions Algeria have to beat Ivory Coast in the last group match in Group E to gain a place in the last 16. Algeria supporters are already feeling the pressure. We have to win to qualify. We were champions in 2019 at the last AFCON in Egypt. God willing, we will win this match to make Algeria proud. For the Ivorian fans, Thursday's match will give them cause for celebration. The next match against Algeria will be a cause for celebration. We are here to nab a ticket for the next round. We want to leave with a trophy. You can't have two without three. The third trophy is for us. See you on February 6 for the AFCON final. Ivory Coast is currently topping Group E with 4 points. Algeria has only got 1 point. In Group F, Gambia and Tunisia go head-to-head. The Gambia is currently leading the group along with Mali. Both have 4 points. The other match is Mali against Mauritania, that has so far failed to score.
DRC's former president Joseph Kabila will eventually not appear in court hearing. On Wednesday, the Kinshasa-Gombe High Military Court rejected the request. It had been made by the lawyers of late human rights defender Floribert Chebeya and his driver Fidel Bazana. 11 years after the disappearance of their clients, the legal professionals hoped the testimony of Joseph Kabila could clear up grey areas. Paul Mwilambwe, one of the police officers found guilty of the murders, had mentioned Joseph Kabila. Alongside various political figures, the culprit designated the former president as being meddled with the assassination scheme. The inquiry into the prominent activist's murder will proceed. Referring to the discretionary power the position grants them, the judges did not further explain the motives behind their decision. Congolese Chebeya was found dead in 2010, and investigation on the unaccounted disappearance of his driver were not conclusive. Ethiopian Orthodox Christians celebrated Timkat on Wednesday. For many who made the trip to Gondar, the gathering was not joyous this year. Nobody was in a party mood. This Timkat is very, very special to me. We have had reasons to grieve, but now I can thank the army and other fighters who made this celebration possible. Militiamen are everywhere in Gondar. The city in Ethiopia's restive Amhara region is stained with signs of the war's toll. There are people who lost more relatives than me. I know one house where 6 or 7 people are dead. It's the memories that make us sad, even more than the deaths. 14 months after a war broke out in northern Ethiopia, the pain and the trauma don't ease up. Never forget the fact that brothers were made to fight each other. Fighting against your brother is the saddest part of all. The Tigray's People Liberation Front has been waging war to federal authorities and its allies. The TPLF is always a threat to the Amhara people, unless it ceases to exist. Soldiers from Amhara ethnicity indeed pay a heavy toll in the war. As allies of the Ethiopian National Defense Force, they have suffered fighting the TPLF.
Does anyone have a gut to negotiate with ISIS? Does anyone has a gut to negotiate with Al-Qaeda? Does anyone has a gut to negotiate with Boko Haram? For us, TPLF is equivalent to these terrorist groups.
In early January, Ethiopian PM Abiy Ahmed pardoned the opposition leaders as well as former TPLF officials as he called for national reconciliation. The 53rd NAACP Image Awards are just around the corner. Lil Nas X, Jennifer Hudson, or Megan Thee Stallion are just three of a string of black celebrities competing. The list of nominees was unveiled on Tuesday.
Call it a professional rivalry.
The film The Harder They Fall, featuring a large starry cast, has emerged as a frontrunner.
Hunts down those who trespass against him.
But the movie King Richard, starring Golden Globes winner Will Smith, could also have the last word in the motion picture category. The 2-hour show hosted by Anthony Anderson will be broadcast on February 26.
When you can't get no peace.
With 7 categories and over a dozen subcategories, the competition will be fierce.
I think it was something more special. I'm downright flashy, you know.
The annual awards dedicated to celebrating colored people will cast a light on a troupe of creators.
Really, why you do the things you do? This is what I tell them.
Evolving in the music, podcast, literature, or directing industry, they will be honored.
5 years for impersonating a federal officer. Or you can go home.
Where you come from? No one said your name 3 times.
How cute I look with twists. No, but this new look is working for us too.
If the winners have yet to be announced, streaming giant Netflix could be a dominant force at next month's NAACP Image Awards.
Show me how you eat.
On Tuesday, the firm counted 52 nominations. Just like last year, the American Awards will move forward without an in-person audience. It's a major first on the continent. If South Africa has 2 COVID vaccine manufacturing facilities, it opened on Wednesday the very first African plant where the formula is made across every stage. As American billionaire Patrick Soon-Shiong opened the plant in Cape Town, he had long-term ambitions.
The opportunity here is we're going to be generating the self-amplifying RNA all the way from scratch, all the way to full finish, and then lyophilization. So this campus, there's this building and the building next door. And the idea is to generate in 1 billion doses by 2025.
This plant gives South Africa the leadership on the continent. Indeed, it will help boost Africa's self-reliance. According to the World Health Organization, less than 1% of the vaccines administered in all 54 countries are manufactured on site.
South Africa supports vaccine manufacturing in Africa to ensure that we become self-sufficient as a continent, that we shed those colonial chains that have always bound us. We shared them and become self-reliant. This broad collaboration is also assisting us in being among the best in the world. We also talk about the collaboration that is taking place between scientists and institutions across the African continent and across the world.
Production at the new state-of-the-art vaccine manufacturing campus will be a collaborative work. It will see Soon-Shiong's startup partner with South African research institutions and 4 local universities.